giving us the strength, knowledge, and opportunity to get through this program. I ask that as we start our new careers, you be with each and every one of us and help us to show your love and compassion to all those we come into contact with. God, I pray that you be with all of us as we prepare and take our NCLEX. Please calm our anxiety and help us to remember all that we have learned. In all these things, I ask Jesus' name. Amen.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Joey Battles. I'm the Dean and Chief Academic Officer for Health Sciences. And I'd like to extend a warm welcome to everyone tonight, especially the people sitting behind our graduates. Many of the graduates that are here tonight would not be here without the support of each and every one of you. The support comes in many, many different ways, but nevertheless, it's made them be successful. And to the graduates, congratulations. I wore my name tag tonight because often I go out for lunch. And one of the questions I get asked most often is nursing hard? And I'm often surprised by the reaction of the person that asked me this because my answer is yes. I follow that up with, what would you expect from a healthcare provider? I can almost guarantee no one in this audience tonight wants a doctor, a nurse, a radiographer, any healthcare provider to provide their care that's gone through an easy program. I never want to look up and see someone that's providing my care that's gone through an easy program. I'm glad this program is rigorous. I'm assured then when I look and see your faces, I'm getting the best care possible. To the faculty that are here tonight, I know you're responsible for providing that. People often talk about nursing and other healthcare professionals being a calling to go into that profession. I think education is also a calling. And so I know I'm preaching to the choir here, but you have some of the most phenomenal nursing instructors, nursing coordinator, and nursing director that I have ever worked with, and I've been doing this since 1991, long before most of you were born. So again, congratulations tonight. One ask for you, please keep in touch with us. We want to know about your successes, whether that be a marriage, a child, or something that you've done in your professional career. Those things help us make it a better day. So again, congratulations and best of luck for a bright future.
Good evening. I wanted to say a word of welcome as well. My name is Cindy Mullinax. I'm the Nursing Program Director here at Gadsden State. Graduates, I am so proud of you. Each and every one of you have persevered through a very hard, rigorous nursing program, and I'm so excited to see you getting out into your career. Y'all, now you got to go pass NCLEX, okay? You going to do it? Do it for me. Do it for your fellow classmates, for your families. We only wish for your success. So congratulations on making it to this point. Tonight I wanted to recognize some of our wonderful faculty who are present tonight, and they don't know about this, but because it is National Nurses Week, when I call their names, I'd like for them to come up on the stage. So to start with, we have Ms. Bridget Rogers. Yep. Ms. Rogers, this semester has taught in our standalone LPN program in their very beginning course. We just started that LPN program back in January. So she had the pleasure of working with those brand new fundamental students. She's also taught in many other courses in our program, not only first level, but second level as well. So y'all give her a big hand. You just stay. Next, we have Dr. Becky Bertelin. Dr. Bertelin this past semester also worked with Ms. Rogers in that fundamental class over in our new LPN program. She as well has taught in many of our courses, first level as well as second level, and we're very fortunate to have her on staff. Let's hear it for Dr. Bertelin. Who else do we have? Ms. Amanda Weaver. Ms. Weaver is one of our newer instructors, and she is also working in our first level courses, fundamentals, Nursing 112, as well as Nursing 113. She's going to be coordinating her first course at the Cherokee campus when we start in the summer. She has been a wonderful asset in addition to our faculty. Let's give her a big hand. We have Dr. Susan Tucker. Dr. Tucker is a wonderful instructor and has been working with our first level students this semester. She's been in Nursing 113, but I tell you, this lady could probably teach anything that we hand to her. She's been with the program for a long time. She's a wonderful asset. We appreciate all the hard work that she puts into her classes. And last but not least, we have Dr. Audrey Green. Dr. Audrey Green has also been a faculty member of our nursing program for a number of years. She has the privilege now of working with the last semester students. So these guys have gotten to know her very well. She is a wonderful instructor when it comes to leadership and management, as we want to prepare all of our RN students to get out there and excel in their careers. Because, you know, guys, there are so many of you that have leadership qualities already. So we want to push you and help you to make it up that ladder. We would love to see some of you guys to come back and be nurse educators at some point as well. But we appreciate all the work that Dr. Green puts into her capstone senior class. Let's give her a big hand. Do we have any other faculty here? We have Dr. Evelyn Lightsey. Dr. Lightsey, you want to wave? Dr. Lightsey has also been with our program for a long time. She is now our simulation and lab coordinator, but she still teaches in the classroom about 25% of her time. She is our dosage calculation math guru, right, guys? So these students have seen her in several courses. She's an excellent instructor, and we're so thankful to have her on staff. And we have Dr. Danetta McCurley. Dr. McCurley has been with us for a while. She's also, this past semester, has taught in our second semester, Nursing 113. This summer, she's going to be working over in the LPN program at our Valley Street campus. Dr. McCurley serves on the scholarship committee for the whole college, so she does a great job in getting a lot of scholarships together and presenting those, and you're going to see her in just a little while presenting some awards to our graduating class. So thank you for being here. And we have Miss Valerie Leonard. You moved. Oh. Miss Leonard, I designated to take some photos for me tonight. So she moved, and I didn't know that. So Ms. Leonard has been on staff. She is a relatively new faculty. She has brought with her, as everyone else has, a wealth of knowledge and experience. She worked for several years, many years, as a nurse practitioner and took direct care of patients that needed her services. So she's just sharing a wonderful wealth of experience with our students. So we're very thankful to have her with us as well. Thank you, ladies. You can go sit down.
Hello again and welcome everyone. So I'm Dr. Lightsey. So I have been asked to speak to you guys this evening, and it is with great honor and privilege that I do that. I've had the privilege of working with these students every semester out of all 5 that they have been in the nursing program. And as the simulation coordinator, I have seen them evolve from brand new nursing students who were just learning how to talk to a patient and how to do an assessment to novice nursing graduates. And I'm so proud to see the progress that you guys have made. I would like to share with you this evening an analogy, if you would indulge me. Y'all know anyone who loves math has got to be a little quirky, so if you'll indulge me for just a few minutes, I would like to share with you. So a little bit of background information is needed to back up my analogy, so bear with me. So many of you here tonight may not be aware that our nursing building, Helderman Hall, has been under renovations for over a year now. So they have been installing a new heating and cooling system. And then in addition to that, when that work was done, our maintenance employees and our housekeeping employees have been working overtime to spruce the place up a little bit. So they've been painting, waxing the floors to make everything look better. And now when I walk through the halls at work at Helderman Hall, everything just looks so good. It's so bright and cheery, and it just, gives me a little lift and helps the workday to go a lot better. So I was thinking, as I was walking around the parking lot, getting my exercise in after work one day, I thought, the graduates of this nursing cohort are a lot like a fresh coat of paint. So you guys are going to be a breath of fresh air to the nursing world and to everyone that you come in contact with, your patients, your fellow nurses. Remember, your fellow nurses, some of them have been out there for a while. They've been through a good bit. And so when you come with fresh attitudes and a new outlook, you're going to be uplifting to them. And so just always remember that. So the more that I thought about painting, I realized that the similarities between you guys and painting are not just in the finished product, but in the process along the way. So let's look just a minute at some of those other processes. So if you think about the halls of Helderman, think about how many students have leaned up against those walls and maybe dropped their books or something and knocked a hole in the wall or put a scuff mark or something. So just with the everyday wear and tear, sometimes the walls can become kind of bland, a little dull, all scuffed up. So your life before nursing school may have felt a little bit like that. You may have some scuff marks from some past experiences, may have a few dents or a few holes that have been left from previous things, but then you decided to go to nursing school. So you may have encountered some people, negative Nellies we'll call them, who said things much like a person considering a painting project might hear. Oh, this room's fine, it doesn't need painting, it's fine just like it is. Or, painting is too hard work, who wants to do that? Or, you can't do that, you don't know how to paint, you can't do a good job. But I'm sure you had people tell you the same kinds of things, but thankfully, you didn't listen to them. You listened to your heart instead. And for that, I want you to know that each of you are extraordinary. You are extraordinary because you had a vision of becoming a nurse, and you were willing to put in the time and effort that's required to accomplish that vision. So again, let's look at painting. Think about when a painter first starts the project. How many of you students have done any painting in your lifetime? A few, okay. All right, so first you have to take the old stuff off the walls, right? Okay, and then we have to wash the walls. I hope none of you paint over the dust. Maybe you don't do that. And then you have to patch the holes or, spackle the holes. Well, you too, when you started nursing school, you may have discovered that you had to get rid of a few old things, like your old study habits maybe, or the way you used to manage your time, if you used to manage it at all. So somehow, though, you found a way to patch those holes with new study techniques to help you achieve your goals. You rose to the challenge. You implemented those new practices, those new study techniques, the new time management skills, and you sanded them until they were nice and smooth, and you laid a good foundation for the new information that you needed to acquire. So let's go back to painting again. So let's say the painter's been working a while. It's a really big room or a long hall, lots of offices. So if you're like me, when I'm painting, I hold the brush a certain way. And after painting for a while, my hand starts getting tired. It starts cramping. My knees start hurting when I've been crawling around on the floor, painting the trim by the baseboards, or climbing up and down the ladder to do the trim work by the ceiling. The old knees start getting a little tired and a little sore. I'm sure that most of you, once you got into nursing school, you probably stayed close to the point of exhaustion a lot of the time. And I know it's so easy to become discouraged. I've seen many of you discouraged and upset over the past couple of years. All the assignments that you had to do, the lab skills that you had to learn, clinicals, doing things in front of an instructor, simulations, not to mention all the same time, navigating childcare and a work schedule at the same time. Yet somehow you found the strength within to manage and to get your second wind, to put in the hard work needed to complete what you needed to do to reach your goal. So I want to reiterate how proud I am of each one of you, and I want you to remember that you're going to be like a breath of fresh air to the people that you see, and you're going to give a lift to the spirit of those around you. Now, you guys remember, the students do, that I like to try to encourage you guys as I can, and I have a book of poems that I've tried to read to you guys over the semester. So anytime I would teach, I would try at the break, after each break, I would try to read a poem of encouragement. So it was really hard. I was trying to pick out one poem to share with you tonight, and it was really hard, so I narrowed it down to two. So if you would indulge me for just a few minutes, I would like to take on a more serious note here. So one thing that I firmly believe is that caring is the essence of nursing. And I hope you believe that too. We've worked really hard, all of us instructors, to teach you the knowledge that you would need to take care of your patients and to emulate the professional experience and the professional attributes that you would need. One thing that's very hard to teach is compassion and caring. We do try to model that for you, but I did want to share one of my two poems with you now. In the healthcare industry, a lot of our patients now are older adults. And I probably shared this poem with you either in 112 or 113, but if you would bear with me, I'd like to share it with you again. So this poem was given to me by one of my high school teachers for graduation when I graduated from high school, because I knew then I wanted to be a nurse, and so I've kept this with me, and then I've tried to share it with my students as well. It's an anonymous poem, and the title of it is See Me. What do you see, nurse? What do you see? What are you thinking when you look at me? A crabby old woman, not very wise, uncertain of habit, with faraway eyes, who dribbles her food and makes no reply when you say in a loud voice, I do wish you'd try. Who seems not to notice the things that you do and forever is losing a stocking or shoe. Who, resisting or not, lets you do as you will, with bathing and feeding the long day to feel. Is that what you're thinking? Is that what you see? Then open your eyes, nurse. You're not looking at me. I'll tell you who I am as I sit here so still, as I rise at your bidding and I eat at your will. I'm a small child of 10 with a father and mother, brothers and sisters who love one another. A young girl of 16 with wings on her feet, dreaming that soon now a lover she'll meet. A new bride at 20, my heart gives a leap, remembering the vows that I promised to keep. At 25, now I have young of my own who need me to build a strong, happy home. A woman of 30, my young now grow fast, bound to each other with ties that should last. At 40, my young sons now have grown and are gone, but my man is still beside me to see that I don't mourn. At 50, once more, babies play around my knee. Again, we know children, my loved one and me. Dark days are upon me. My husband is dead. I look at the future and I shudder with dread. For my young are all rearing young of their own, and I think of the years and the love that I've known. I'm an old woman now, and nature is cruel. 'Tis her jest to make old age look like a fool. The body is crumbled, grace and vigor depart. There is now a stone where once I had a heart. But inside this old carcass, a young girl still dwells, and now and again, my battered heart swells. I remember the joys, I remember the pain, and I'm loving and living life all over again. I think of the years, all too few, gone too fast, and accept the stark fact that nothing can last. So open your eyes, nurse, open and see. Not a crabby old woman. Look closer, nurse, see me. That's always a hard one for me to read, but I want you guys to remember compassion and caring. All right, last poem, I promise. I want to leave this with you, and this is for y'all. Success has no limits. This is by Michelle Richards. There are no limits to what you can do. Your talents and abilities, your uniqueness and warmth, your strength and dedication in everything you do. All of these will help you reach your dreams. There are no limits to what life has to offer you. The world is full of possibilities, just as you are filled with promise. Seek, discover, and embrace with openness the richness of experience. Believe in yourself, and you will always know success. Thank you.
All right, y'all, we made it. Round of applause. All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Matt Cleghorn. I'm the class president of the 2023 Gadsden State Nursing Cohort here at the Wallace Drive campus. I'd like to welcome you all to our pinning ceremony, and we all thank you for your enormous support that has carried us to this very moment. I'd also like to thank our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, because without him, we most definitely would not be here. I'd like to start off by recognizing the journey our class has been through over the past 2 years. In August of 2021, we sat in an auditorium full of bright-eyed and hopeful students ready to start our journey to become registered nurses. Little did we know what we were going to be going through and what was going to be required of us, and the sacrifices needed to achieve this goal. I think it would be safe to say that only those who have been through nursing school and or those that are close to someone that's been through nursing school only have an idea of truly how difficult and stressful this journey is. So to give you just a little idea of how intense school was over the last 2 years, I have a few statistics for you. We've been in school for 646 days. To put that in perspective, that's 15,504 hours of just pure misery. That's an average of 2 to 3 days a week in class, 5 to 7 hours at a time. 2 clinical days a week, 8 hours each clinical. Outside of these hours, we're required to study for exams, study and practice for validations, complete concept maps, complete an unimaginable amount of ATI remediation. We also got to go to work, maintain our relationships, friendships, and family, and somehow keep our sanity. But here we sit, May 9th, 2023, getting pinned, finally being able to say that we made it. Wow. This seriously doesn't even seem real, and I can honestly say this has been one of the most challenging experiences of our entire lives. So now I'd like to ask all of you a simple question. What does it truly mean to you when you hear the word nurse? Some might say it means to serve people in need, help them along the way back to a clean bill of health. Some may say we are there to do the dirty work or pass meds or change beds, but in reality it's so much more. We're your hand to hold when all hope seems lost. We are that comforting voice. We are your advocate, your friend, your person. We are the punching bag when you're upset. We hear your cries when you think you are alone. Our heart glows when you are happy, laughing, and getting better. But most importantly, we are the ones that stand ready when darkness comes knocking. We hold our patients' lives in our hands, and it is truly the highest honor I can think of. It's a God-given gift and blessing to be able to place our hands on the lives of His people. So before I address my classmates, I'd like to ask you all for a favor. This favor may not seem like a big deal, but trust me when I say that it's a big deal. In the coming weeks, we will be going out and starting our careers as professional nurses. This is a huge deal to us as we are no longer the nursing student. It's all on us. We can't give the classic excuse of, let me go get your nurse. Everything we've learned and worked hard for and all the coming time is coming to a head. So I ask of you to please continue to be our constant, be our support system, and be our shoulder to cry on, because the days to come will feel as though the world is on our shoulders and nobody can do anything about it. You all supported us through school, and we know you'll continue to support us through the next chapter. So thank you. Thank you to the bottom of our hearts, because we truly cannot have done this without all of you. To my classmates, Serena, Gracie, Ashley, Hunter, Alexis, Katie, Torin, Claire, Jessica, Krista, Alexandra, Kaylee, Lauren, Cherie, Courtney, Chelsea, Miranda, Kristen, Alicia, Cedriana, Brianna, Tara, Daisy, Raina, Ian, Tyler, Madison, and my fellow Vice President, Lindsay Winters. I can't believe that this time that we have all had here together as a class is coming to an end. This is the final time we're sitting together, and I'm at loss of words of what I truly need to tell you in this moment. But I guess what I truly want to say to you guys is thank you. Thank you for all the laughs, all the fights, the ugly cries, and unrelenting support. You've all believed in me and carried me to this moment. I want you all to know how proud I am of you. You all are going to be such amazing nurses. I see it in all of you each and every day. Your hearts are pure and full of love. I have no doubt that our class is the turning point in a new era of nursing that will make a difference in patient care. So as you all go out to your new jobs with that RN attached to the end of your name, never forget who you are, never lose that touch and the want and desire to go the extra mile for your patient. Love your patients as if they were your own family, and even on your hard days, and you're asking yourself, what in the heck did I get myself into? Just remember why you went to nursing school in the first place. And truly, I think we all know it's so that we can make a difference. I want to leave you with this tonight. You are the person that will be there for someone on their absolute worst day. You are the soft touch and comforting hand. You are the light in a dark room. You are so special to me, and I'm so thankful to have gone through this journey with you. I love you guys. Always remember that. And lastly, you are the thinking nurse.
Hello. First, I'd like to thank you and all of you for allowing the Gideons to be a part of this pinning ceremony. It's such a special night for you. I'm Brenda Morgan. Connie Unger and I are here to represent the area Gideons, and we are so pleased to offer you our congratulations and to present each of you with a Nurse's New Testament pocket-sized. Since forming in 1899, Gideons have distributed over 2 billion Bibles. Tonight it'll be 2 billion plus 29. In more than 200 countries, and we are proud to continue that tradition by presenting a Bible to each of you as part of your pinning ceremony. The Little Testament is filled with helpful scriptures that will, for both the difficult and the joyous situations that life and your occupation will bring your way. Our prayers will follow you as you receive your pins and begin your careers in nursing. Congratulations to each of you, and God bless you.
Good evening. My name's Dr. McCurley, and I have the pleasure of handing out some awards tonight. It's my pleasure to recognize outstanding students for their academic achievement. These students must have a GPA of 3.5 as of fall of 22. And I have 3 that are going to be getting the Academic Achievement Award, and that is Maria Dixon, Courtney Johnson, and Lindsay Winters. I have one that's getting the Excellence in Academic Award, and this is the highest GPA in the class, and that goes to Alexis Burton. The next award I got the pleasure of awarding is called the Florence Nightingale Award. Florence Nightingale is named, the Nightingale Award is named after Florence Nightingale, who was a trailblazer figure in nursing. Her work that she did way back when still continues to influence practices that we do today. She wrote a book called Notes on Nursing, What It Is and What It Is Not, written in 1859. I recommend that you read it. It's not a whole lot. You'll understand where we get a lot of nursing stuff today. But it talks about in a certain passage that what it takes to have the heart of a nurse. And it talks about not just, taking care of your own patient, but taking care of other things, helping out other departments. For instance, for patient care, if we've got to get a room clean, that means stripping the bed, helping out housekeeping because it's all for patient care. So it's not just, that's not my job. It's encompassing all of that and doing what's best for the patient. I mention this because, the heart of nursing is going above and beyond. And that's what Florence Nightingale embodied. So this award is given out each year by the graduating class. It honors an outstanding clinical student that meets these criteria, and that is outstanding clinical performance, compassion for other people, respect and dignity for the rights of others, warmth and understanding in clinical practice, dedication to the preservation of health, dedicated to the comfort of patients and their families, and have a good moral character. The recipient is nominated by their peers and selected by the nursing faculty. The recipient of the class of the spring 2023 of the Florence Nightingale Award is Lindsay Winters.
So it's my turn again, and I'm going to throw in a little extra that's not on your program. No, don't stand up yet. Don't stand up yet. I'm sorry, I'm throwing in something extra. I just wanted to mention to everyone that's here tonight, and you may have heard about this in the news or read about it on our Gadsden State website, but we are involved in an apprenticeship, RN nurse apprenticeship program that went into action back in March of last year. It was a joint effort of the Alabama Community College System, the Alabama Board of Nursing, and the Alabama Office of Apprenticeship. So just to give you a little background, legislative rules went into effect in March of 2022 that allowed healthcare employers to enter into an apprenticeship agreement with a sponsoring community college. Students who apply and are accepted as student nurse apprentices serve as employees of the healthcare facility, and they work alongside an experienced nurse. Gadsden State's nursing program was the first in the state of Alabama to implement the RN apprenticeship program in June of last year. You may have heard about it in the news or on our Gadsden State website, but I wanted to fill you in on how we're doing and our progress with that program. The students can complete all of their clinical hour requirements as apprentices for 4 semesters of the 5-semester RN program. We've also just implemented the LPN apprenticeship program. Those students are allowed to be apprentices for 2 semesters of their 3-semester LPN program. This new program has been a major learning process, but it is growing daily. I wanted you all to know that when we started last year, we had 2 registered employers, and now we have 8. We now have 28 student nurse apprentices in the RN apprentice program and 3 student nurse apprentices in the LPN apprenticeship program. So tonight, I would like to have a special recognition of graduates who were in our very first cohort of apprentices in the RN apprenticeship program. So when I call your name, if you would come forward. We're very proud of these students because they have done a lot of work. They've been able to get their clinical hours working at the facility that hired them as an apprentice. They've worked alongside experienced nurses. It's a whole new way of learning out there. So I just want to recognize them. So first of all, we have Maria Berry. If you would come up. So she made it through. She completed all of her clinical hours as an apprentice. This group actually did 3 semesters of their program. Next, I have Matt Cleghorn. Matt also completed 3 semesters. When we started last summer, we started him a little bit later than what we're doing now. So 3 semesters as an apprentice. Congratulations. Next, we have Kaylee Hansen. Kaylee also was able to finish clinical hours for 3 semesters of her whole RN program. Congratulations. Next, we have Lauren Handy. Lauren completed 3 semesters of all of her clinical hours, working as an apprentice. Congratulations. And lastly, we have Tara Pearson. Congratulations, Tara. Good work. Thank you. right, so we have made it to the moment you've all been waiting for. Woo! So faculty, y'all want to get in place? So families, loved ones, friends, feel free. You can come down to the front towards the stage and take some pictures if you would like. I'm going to call names, and we're going to let you guys know where these students are going to go to work or what area of nursing they're pursuing jobs with. All right, we'll start with Serena Acosta. Serena's pursuing jobs in medical surgical nursing or critical care nursing. Gracie Berry. Gracie has accepted a position in CCU at Riverview Regional Medical Center. Ashley Brooks. Ashley currently works on the cardiac med-surg floor at Gadsden Regional Medical Center, but plans to pursue a career in critical care nursing. Hunter Bryant. Hunter has accepted a position in the Atrium Health Floyd Nurse Residency Program. Alexis Burton. Alexis is pursuing jobs in emergency nursing. Matt Cleghorn. Matt has accepted a position at Tanner Medical Center in the emergency department. Katie Kova. Katie currently works at a primary care clinic and has accepted a PRN position at RMC Stringfellow in Anniston. Torin Dean. Torin has accepted a position in the PACU, or better known as the recovery room, at Atrium Health Floyd. Claire Duffy. Claire has accepted a position at Tanner Medical Center in their cardiac unit. Krista Gay. Krista has also accepted a position in Atrium Health Floyd's nurse residency program. Alexandra Gonzalez. She has also accepted a position in Atrium Health Floyd's nurse residency program, but with a focus in critical care. Kaylee Hanson. Kaylee has accepted a position in the emergency department at Riverview Regional Medical Center. Lauren Hanby. Lauren has accepted a position on the orthopedic unit at Riverview Regional Medical Center. She's coming up. Cherie Harville. Cherie has accepted a position on the medical surgical floor, also at Riverview Regional Medical Center. Courtney Johnson. Courtney's pursuing jobs in emergency nursing. Chelsea Kerr. Chelsea has accepted a position in Atrium Health Floyd's nurse residency program with a focus in neonatal intensive care and labor and delivery. Miranda Kilgore. Miranda's accepted a position at Rehab Select Albertville as a rehab charge nurse. Kristen Lanham. Kristen has accepted a position at Advent Health Redmond. She currently works in med-surg area but plans to transition into intensive care. Jamie Ligon. She's not here. Okay. Jamie's not with us tonight. Alicia McGill. Alicia will be working with Fresenius Kidney Care in Georgia. Cedriana Montgomery. Cedriana is pursuing jobs in emergency nursing. Brianna Morgan. Brianna's accepted a position in the emergency department at RMC Anniston. Jessica Nichols. Jessica is pursuing jobs in medical surgical nursing. Tara Pearson. Tara will be working as a transitional care manager and case management at Complete Health. Daisy Ramirez. Daisy will be pursuing jobs in cardiac nursing. Raina Richardson. Raina has accepted a position at Tanner Medical Center in the Cardiac Progressive Care Unit. Ian Sinclair. Sinclair. I'm sorry. That's Ian Sinclair. He will be pursuing jobs in emergency nursing. Tyler Stafford. Tyler's accepted a position on the orthopedic floor at RMC Anniston. Madison Vaughn. Madison has accepted a position on the kidney and liver transplant unit at Children's of Alabama. And last but not least, Lindsay Winters. Lindsay has accepted a position at Grandview Medical Center on 8 West, which is a pulmonary and infectious disease unit.
Are we ready? Yeah. I solemnly pledge myself before God and presence of this assembly to pass my life in purity and to practice my profession faithfully. I will abstain from whatever is deleterious and mischievous, and will not take or knowingly administer any harmful drug. I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standard of my profession, and will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping and family affairs coming to my knowledge in the presence of my calling. With loyalty, will I endeavor to aid the physician in his work and devote myself to the welfare of those committed to my care.